I had a sock to hide me modesty. You realise when you're running, the sock ain't going to stay on.
Sorry, babe, I think I'm going to have to go because there's a bloke running naked down the street and I think it's Mick from EastEnders.
Trauma. Thought my dad was dead. Turns out he just left us. So we got some questions.
Mr Bigstuff is back for season 2.
Come on.
This is one of the funniest British comedies I've seen in absolutely years.
All right.
Thank you so much.
And I think there's some amazing physical comedy in this from all of you.
His falls, we were talking about it last night,
Yes.
weren't we?
Oh, he's incredible.
the king
Yeah.
of falls.
That's really
or
hard
bumping
to
his
do.
head.
Listen, I think
Or jumping a fence.
Yes.
Really. You know what I mean? It sounds easier than what it is, but he manages it so well.
I think if you're a very short man, then everyone wants to see you just get a bit bashed and bruised. I know what's going on. So give people what they want.
I was going to say what was the funniest scene to film, but I guess all of you are choosing a Glen Fall.
Well, there's a funny bit where Danny's character Lee gets quiched. So he gets quiche hits him in the face, and throwing like a room full of very, very serious creatives all throwing quiche Lorraines at Dan Dyer while he remains completely stony-faced.
They quiche the life out of me that day. But the comedy comes from the fact that it really winds Lee up. The fact that you
really
quiche
angry.
him, it's just that took it too far.
You can't just have like a cheese and tomato. I mean, that's not funny. Come on.
No, you've got to have
It's a comedy.
chunks of meat.
Chunks of meat.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
and they gave us, when we turned up on the day, they were like, okay, so here are all your rubber quiches that we've made. And I was like, well, that won't leave the quiche imprint.
No.
Like,
And the little bits of egg.
we need a little bit of eggy.
We need egg on his face.
We need egg on his face. And so they were like, okay, that's fine. So when I went out of the room, I could hear him go, you need to go to Co-op now. I said a quiche Lorraine.
The bill? Someone's got to pay.
How you sort of managed to bring so much heart and humour to something which so much of us can resonate with, which is sort of broken families, toxic, absent dads.
Father figures, role models, how important they are,
Absolutely.
mentors. But I think if you can watch a show and you laugh, really belly laugh, and it can make you cry, you're onto a winner.
Well, one scene that made me belly laugh maybe most of all was when your character, Danny Lee, is running stark naked down the street. I have to ask, was that actually you?
Yeah, I did have a double for the scuffle, but no, it was me, yes.
Yeah.
I can say it was definitely you,
And
yeah.
I had a sock to hide me modesty. You realise when you're running, the sock ain't going to stay on. So
It
I
was
think
more than a sock.
They
It
sort
was
of
a sock.
gaffed you. They gaffed him up.
They gaffered me to
really
me.
gaffered up.
Yeah.
Proper taped on.
It was a whole parcel, wasn't it?
You're dreading that gaffer coming off
Yeah.
because. But I embraced it. What are you going to do? It's
Very
funny.
much so.
That was Ryan's way of showing the audience that he's back. He's going to chase someone down the street naked and lasso him with a towel.
And I was nervous about pitching it to Danny, because obviously that's quite a mad thing to present to someone, because we actually had no other way of doing it than he would have to be, Danny would have to be naked in the street. It's just a normal suburban street, right? So there's a man going into his house on the phone, and he looks up and he goes,
Sorry, babe, I think I'm going to have to go because there's a bloke running naked down the street and I think it's Mick from EastEnders.
this is incredible.
Just another day at the office.
Just feeding the kids, I'm only me ready. Maureen, the yogurt parts, they go in the brown bin, don't they, my darling?
Comes in handy.
This is a show about a sort of very complicated brotherly relationship between you two.
Yeah.
They get into some pretty wild scrapes. What was the craziest thing you got up to with your siblings?
Me and my brother, it's 18 months between us, and we was brought up in a very rough council estate, and we used to play together, and we created a game called Judo and Mermaid, where he was Mermaid, and he would put my mum's tights on his head, and he would sort of always be in distress, being beat up by sort of fake characters, and then Judo would come in my mum's dressing gown, and obviously I liked Columbo as a kid, so I had celery sticking out my mouth, like I used to come in chewing celery, and then I would save the day. That would be the game. It's but again, I think that there's legs in this Judo and Mermaid. It's a good title.
It's great.
It's like Dempsey and Makepeace.
It is.
Judo and Mermaid.
Rosemary and Thyme.
Can this be
Great.
woven into season 3?
Seems a bit of a stretch, but I'll have a go.
I think if anyone can pull it off, it's you.
You don't have anything in Mr Bigstuff. Let's have it right. So shout out to my brother, also known as Mermaid.
Mermaid.